Yup, you read that right. I was part of the 10,000 people who were selected to be part of the Nintendo Switch online playtest. And with 140 million Switch units out there right now, 10,000 is a pretty small number. Many of you may be wondering what this playtest is, what's going on behind the scenes. And Nintendo has tried so hard to keep secret. Well, of course, I can't show any gameplay, I can't show any footage, that's all getting taken down. I can't even directly address anything that's in the playtest, but I can talk about my overall impressions of Nintendo Switch Online. And I have been sworn to secrecy, just like everyone else, that we would not reveal any information about this whatsoever. Oh, yeah, it's already online, it's all out. What did you expect? You tie exclusivity and secrecy together with a playtest like this, you already know that's going all online. But of course, since I'm part of it, I can't talk about that. But what I can talk about are already existing features for NSO, right? So I won't be talking about the new feature, and I won't be talking about the playtest application, but I'm just gonna talk about Animal Crossing, and I'm gonna talk about Splatoon, right? Not the playtest. We're talking about 2 other games. For all the hate that it gets, honestly, most of it is warranted. The Nintendo Switch Online system, it works. It's missing a ton of really common and really modern features, but the features it does have, yeah, they're not great, but they work, you know? You're promised you can connect to the internet and play Mario Kart, and that's exactly what you can do. Connect to the internet, play Mario Kart. I'm definitely not referring to the NSO playtest here. We are talking just about Splatoon. So anything I say actually referencing Splatoon. Anything else is just a coincidence. Splatoon 3's Turf War. In Splatoon 3, you start off on the map. Everything's blank and empty, and you choose where you are going to land. You land in an area, and your goal is to ink the whole area, the whole map, with your team. Once that's done, once everything is all inked, you move on to the next match, or you move on to the next map. And the online works pretty much as advertised. You know, I can be around other players, other teammates, and yeah, there's sometimes some frame drops if things get pretty hectic, but I don't experience any lag, which honestly is pretty surprising, pretty impressive to me to have so much going on screen, but no lag for me. It's fun. I have a lot of fun with doing that. It makes sense to work individually in your own area on the map in Splatoon and work together to fill in the whole map. That makes sense to me, and it's a lot of fun. It's a common goal. It's very straightforward in that sense. Past that though, very confusing, a lot of intricate things that I just don't quite understand. There is a lot of things to unlock, a lot of items, a lot of cosmetics, and it's a battle pass type system. In Splatoon 3, of course, the more you do, the more items you unlock, and there is a lot, like seriously an overwhelming amount. I don't know where to start. I don't know what's good. I don't know what's useless. I don't know what's a waste of my currency to buy. As long as I just keep playing, I'm sure it'll all make sense. Again, it really is fun. I've had a good time playing it. But there's one big glaring omission that if it was in, I would probably spend a lot more time playing it. We'll get to that in just a second. First, I want to talk about Animal Crossing now. Of course, Animal Crossing uses Nintendo Switch Online. Once again, I would never disclose anything about the Nintendo playtest. This is talking about Animal Crossing New Horizons. So in Animal Crossing, you work on your own. You build up your own area, your own island. You gather materials on your island, and you make tools with those materials. You can terraform your island, varying height levels, and you can go visit your friends' areas as well. One cool thing I like about this idea of everyone working individually but together towards a greater goal of just having really good looking islands. For example, you pour the watering can and it waters 1 square. Eventually you can build the gold watering can and you can water 9 spaces. So the more you do, the more efficient you can be. So it incentivizes you to just keep playing. At some point it's like, to what end? I think I'm playing just to be playing. Not that there is a end goal in mind or something that it brings me to. It's just playing so that you can keep playing, so that you can keep playing. And eventually, I think the fun in it is socializing with people. But that brings us to the very, very big omission, is voice chat. just honestly, I can't tell you the amount of times that I've been wanting to ask someone who is working on an island near me to come help me with something that's going on. For example, if I need more flowers watered, I don't have the golden watering can, and I just can't. There's no way to really communicate with people. You have reactions that you can give, and you kind of have to communicate off of that, which doesn't really work. I've had people come to my island. I'm just sitting there looking at them, and they're looking at me, and it's like, what really is there to do here? The idea is cool, and there's not really a way to communicate what you need help with, or what needs to be happening, or even how you can help with someone else's island. In Splatoon, the turf war, you have to get all of your team's ink to cover an empty space. Maybe you're on one side of the map and your teammate's on the other side of the map, and you need to bridge the gap in between you. How do you do that? How do you communicate that to them? You just kind of do it, and then you run into them. You know, there's not much of a way to strategize like you could if you were talking to them. And I think that's where a lot of the fun would come into a thing like that. But I wonder, all of the effort they've put into creating this world, what's the point? What's the reason to do that without that feature, without voice chat? It kind of seems like a huge missed opportunity that I think would kind of fall flat in general with Nintendo Switch Online. I think that's a huge thing they've missed on, and that's something I could talk about another time. One game that I just really like to play is Sea of Thieves, and it kind of has that same idea. There's not really anything that you're going towards except for like just having fun playing the game. I play Sea of Thieves because I enjoy the way it is. You go out and you find treasure, and then you bring it back and you get money, and that money just does cosmetics. But I still do it and I have fun. And the best part of that game is interacting with other people in the game. When you come up across another ship and you can talk with them, banter with them, and take their ship hostage maybe. But the fun comes in the interactions. And I think that's something that is really missing right now with Nintendo Switch Online, the fun that comes from interacting with other people. And it seems like that's kind of what it's built around, but it's just missing that huge component there. That makes me wonder if it's something that they would implement in the future, or if it would just kind of be something that's forgotten, because I feel like that's what it would be without some way to communicate. Please not with the smartphone. So those are my main impressions, my main takeaways of Nintendo Switch Online. Overall, really great experience. I've had a lot of fun. It works surprisingly well, and with frame drops being pretty frequent, it's still a good experience. I'm still excited for the future of Nintendo Switch Online and the things that are going to be coming to it. And with that, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about Nintendo Switch Online and the things that are coming to it. I'm sure you guys still have a ton of questions, and I'm just trying to be careful about what I say in this video. But leave a comment if you have any questions about my experience with Nintendo Switch Online. I'll be happy to answer as many of them as I can. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. This is a brand new channel with just this one video so far, but I'm planning on making a whole lot more, talking about lots of things with video games, with Nintendo, and just media in general. So if you like what you saw, please go ahead and subscribe. And I stream a few times a week over on Twitch. It's SaltyK28. Kind of just play some random games. I like to do Mario speedruns, play Mario Maker, sometimes some obscure Switch games. It's a good relaxing time over there, so come just hang out and chat if you have some time. And we'll keep our fingers crossed that this video does not get taken down by the Nintendo Ninjas. Thank you guys so much for watching.